Hey guys, so I'm in a work vehicle. This is the new Chevy Bolt EUV. This one's fully loaded, has leather, heated and cooled seats, has self-driving panorama, sunroof, and the whole 9 yards. I just can't stand driving the rental vehicle. It's a dual GMC with the 1.5 liter inline four. But I wanted to give you guys an update. It is now 8 days since my vehicle, well, not even 8 days, it's been more like 8, 9, 10, probably like 10 days since I've faced that vibration issue. So wanted to give you a little bit of background on, I purchased the vehicle May 15th, 2023. And I had the vehicle for about a week. I didn't drive it too much just because there was so much going on with work, and I couldn't go out and go to the track or go to some local canyons, or even on the freeway for that matter, because I live 4 minutes from work. On the Sunday of next week, I bought it on Monday, and the next Monday was going to be a week. The day before that, I wanted to take it out for a canyon drive and see what it can do. It was going to be a small little canyon, but in order to do that, I had to jump on the freeway. And when I jumped on the freeway and I took it up to 60, I started noticing a strange vibration. And then faster I went, more vibration I experienced, to where 80 miles an hour was very violent. And then the car didn't feel like it should have. The vibration was very, very rough. Anyway, it was a vibration that you could feel in the steering wheel and in the floorboards. So I took it on the day after Monday, spent 4 hours there. All they did was balance my tires. They said that's probably what it was. And they balanced it, and it felt, the same. And then on Tuesday arrived, and I took it back again, and same thing. They said that we're going to balance all 4 tires now, and then we're going to do an alignment. At that point, I went on a test drive with the service advisor, and I experienced what felt like to me a drive shaft issue. And I told the advisor then, hey, it feels like a drive shaft. He's like, it doesn't really feel like a drive shaft. So I was like, okay, you're the service advisor, whatever. And then at that point, he said, well, anyway, Tuesday, I still felt the issue. Thursday, I brought it back in. They did an alignment and balance on that Tuesday. Thursday, they decided, hey, we're going to have to keep it because it was better the day before, and now it's worse. When they kept it, they said, and that's what I told them was a drive shaft issue, but when I kept it, they said that they noticed there were some bolts on the rear end that were missing. They also noticed that the springs that were installed were Ford Performance non-Magnerite springs. And so they had to order a whole new rear end because of the missing bolts and then these performance springs. So that was a good part. I was originally promised the car back this Wednesday. It is now Friday. Wednesday they said they couldn't get the job done, but Thursday morning they test drove the vehicle, and then they said that the car was still having the issue. So they said that they're going to check the drive shaft, something I mentioned a week earlier. And finally they found that the drive shaft was out of round, is what they called it. I don't really know what that means, besides that it's not it's not balanced. So now they said also that drive shaft is on back order, and that they're gonna have to send the drive shaft to a machine shop, and that I probably won't have the vehicle for another 3 to 4 weeks. So throughout this whole mess, I was trying to get a hold of somebody at Ken Grody Ford, the service manager, as well as the public relations manager or customer service manager, I can't remember. And she said she would give me a call back. This was yesterday. She said she was going to work late that night and she was going to give me a call back the same day. That didn't happen. I've been trying to reach. I've called the used car manager multiple times. He did not answer, and it's frustrating because they keep on saying, oh, he'll call you back, or I'll give you a call back later, or something. Let me see what I can do. And it's infuriating because it's like, you know, this is their bad, you know. Like, I put a pretty big down on a vehicle that I still want, and they promised me that they did a whole inspection on it, but obviously not, when they're finding missing bolts, and they're finding wrong springs, and they're finding this and that. And realistically, it's like, once they make their money, they don't care what happens to the vehicle, and it's really frustrating. And so what I ended up doing was, I called Ford, and I'm in California, so if you there's not really like a baseline as to how many times you take in a car. You know, it's not 3 or 4 times, but if it's anything more than an unreasonable amount for the same issue, then that, at that point, it's lemon law. You can start approaching like a lemon law attorney. So I didn't want to get to that point. So what I did is I contacted Ford customer service. And so now I have somebody on Ford that's assigned to my case to assist me with hunting down the dealer to get the issue resolved. And hopefully that will put some fire under Ford's ass, or Ken Grody Ford's ass, to get me not only my vehicle back, but now I'm having doubts about the reliability of the vehicle, because if you're finding that the drive shaft is out of round, you're finding wrong springs, you're finding missing screws in the suspension, that is a red flag for me. That should have been either fixed when they received the vehicle, or made known to me on purchase. So there's this, and this is also for me like a documentation, and I'm documenting a lot of things going forward, because it's just been a shitty experience. And then it's stuff that you shouldn't have to deal with the car that, you know, is $73,000 after, it's probably more, but after taxes and fees and all that crap. So that's the update. I don't know when I'm gonna get my car back. I've only had it for a week, and it was gone. And realistically, I have not been able to drive a GT350 at its 100% glory, because again, there's an issue with the suspension. Looks like there was a lot of issues with the suspension. So hopefully once I get it, it'll feel a lot better. I'll be able to do canyon runs, the whole 9 yards. Now, something I do notice, not notice, but something I did want to do with the vehicle going forward is I've been hearing so much good things about the Steeda clutch spring replacement you can do on all the GT350s. That should make the pedal feel a lot better. So I already ordered one, actually ordered one a few minutes ago. I don't know when it's going to get here. Probably get here before the Mustang's fixed. So that's not a, you know, and it's just something I'm going to have to hold on to. Same thing with my HP tuners and injectors. I'm starting to get that. And this, again, just something that I'm going to hold on to until it's ready to be put on the vehicle. So stay tuned for that. It's a really shitty situation to be in, and shame on Ken Grody. Like I will have to say going forward, don't purchase anything at Ken Grody, because now we know that, and when I mean Ken Grody, I mean both the one in Escondido and then one in Orange County. I don't know why this guy's revving. I'm driving an electric vehicle. What the fuck? And he has stupid stickers on it saying, "I love Uranus." Like, all right, cool, great. I don't know. But like, don't buy from them. You know, they don't inspect their cars like they said they do. One of the first questions I had was, do you guys do like a full inspection on this vehicle? And they said, yeah, we go in with this special scope and we do this and that. And realistically, no, they didn't, because if they did, they would have seen the issue with the drive shaft, and it's all just bullshit at this point. So it's a really crappy situation to be in. So like I said, until Ken Grody can make it right to me and to their customers, don't go there. Another thing that they did was there was a separate incident with my coworker, but that was really just a Ford issue. I think he took it to Ken Grody, and they said that they wanted like an astronomical amount to fix it. It was a Ford Focus, and it had the, you know, the dual clutch issue that they're plagued with, but I don't think that's a really good example. Anyway, they take forever on their repairs. Their communication is horrible. They lie to their customers about their sales, and then they don't care about you once they make the sale. I do have to give props to my service advisor, because it's not really his fault. He's doing the best thing he can with what he has, but at the same time, it should be management's job to go, hey, this person just bought this car, let's expedite this, because like this makes us look bad. This isn't fair to him. He just purchased the car. And if I'm being, you know, self-centered or self-absorbed, then I'm sorry. You know, I'm the one that traded in a perfectly good Mustang GT 2020 with an automatic 10-speed transmission for a car that has to be ready in a month or so, month plus. It's something that, you know, it's just a bad situation. So I will keep you guys updated. The Ford service, the actual Ford customer service representative that's on my case should be reaching out to me, and you know, should be letting me know, you know, if they could get a drive shaft there ASAP. I don't know. I really don't know what they can do for me besides, you know, hunt them down. Another thing that I really wanted was, you know, a good faith gesture. Damn. And that meant what I'm particularly looking for is for them to extend my warranty to 100,000 miles. So I'll be fighting for that either through Ford or through the dealership. I'm going to be fighting tooth and nail for that. Do I think I'm going to get it? I have no idea. I probably won't. Even a 70,000 I would be happy with, just because of how sensitive the GT350s are. And then not to mention this inconvenience. And then third is, like, you know, the GT350 does have reliability issues. So that's just something we have to live with. So I'll keep you guys updated. I appreciate you guys watching this video and all my videos, and you know, you guys are showing me a ton of support. I'm also on the forums trying to get some more information from other GT350 owners, and then other dealership workers too. There's quite a bit on the Mustang forums, so I would recommend, if you ever have an issue like this, you know, pull in all the resources you got, pull all the stops you got, because at the end of the day, like, sure, you know, it's a car, it has issues, but it's not fair to the consumer for them to be like, oh yeah, the car's ready, we did this whole inspection, the car's 100% all good, and then once the person gets it, it's like, no, it's not 100%. You didn't do any kind of inspection, you just took my money and ran. So yeah, well, enough about the whole speech and the bummer news. Hopefully the next time I make another video, it will be a much lighter subject. So alrighty guys, appreciate you, and you guys have a wonderful YouTube binging session. Great, thanks.